every single ball joint, every single bush.
Morning guys, welcome back to Accelerate. I'm Drew, and yes, I am wearing a Christmas jumper because I'm that cool. It has got a Mark 1 MX5 on it though, which is fitting because I'm actually on my way down to Classic Tune UK, which is where my MX5 is currently living. As I said, it's down there in the process of being supercharged, which has now turned into a full-on build. So heading there now, and you will catch up with me when we get there. Okay guys, we're down here at Classic Tune UK with Mark, who is the poor unfortunate soul who's been lumbered with my MX5. What started out as a simple supercharger kit, bolt-on kit, turned into a lot more work than that, so we're just going to give you a quick rundown with Mark, the parts that are on there and sort of the processes very quickly of what it's taken to get it to where it is now. So we are running an M65 supercharger with the pulley
IBF reduced 69mm.
Basically, the kit came off a Mark II MX5. Me being me, didn't do that much research into it, thinking it would bolt straight on, and very quickly Mark discovered that he had to refabricate every bracket, so it wasn't even a kit anymore. You basically made it from scratch.
Yeah, the idea was that it was just executed poorly, so
yeah.
I just took the guy's idea and made it a bit better.
Yeah, which is what he does. So, performance-wise, so supercharger-wise, what are the additional bits that we put on there?
So we obviously had to sort the fueling out, so we put a standalone Speeduino plug and play from DIY EFI in there, and then matched that to a set of Flowforce 640cc injectors.
And the fuel pump.
Walbro 255 litres per hour fuel pump, so that's the fueling side of things, so we're not going to end up denting it. Yeah. Especially with the reduced pulley, it's going to be making a lot more boost. Yeah. The transmission side of it, then we fitted a stage 1 Bothy Racing clutch, which is like sort of a half paddle, half
hybrid sort of.
Yeah, like a hybrid.
Very nice in between, sort of drivability and power wise.
Yeah, so there's plenty of scope there. I mean, for the power that we're going for, there'll be plenty more. If you want it in the future, then it'll be ready to take it then. So.
Yep. And I know the kit, the guy who had it before me wasn't running an intercooler, which again I quickly found out was sort of a big no-no. And we actually figured out a little trick that worked really well. We got the intercooler from a Mark 1 TDCI Focus.
Yeah, TDCI Focus, which I happen to have sitting around.
This is why you need friends like Mark. But again, fitment wise, I'm not saying it was easy, but it fits nice in there with Mark's skill. So we've got the max speeding rods, intercooler, piping set to go with that as well. All custom fabricated. I know you had to cut some holes.
Yeah, and had to take off the outlet from the supercharger and fabricate basically a straight outlet rather than a 90-degree outlet. There's on the Mercedes.
The people that don't run intercoolers tend to run it from the 90-degree all the way to the inlet without the intercooler, but we wanted to run an intercooler, so you had to, which again, fabricated from scratch, the outlet to go into the intercooler piping.
And just be running Tesco's premium 99 fuel through it. So
which I swear by. I don't care what anyone says, I swear by, it's brilliant fuel.
Yeah, just so when we can tune it up, we take it out for a day. I'm going to tune it. I can put just a bit more ignition into it, just to make a bit more power, but just make it more drivable.
Yep.
But it turned out that every single ball joint, every single bush was just gone. Like there was just so much play in everything.
I mentioned the drive felt a bit wishy-washy wobbly.
Yeah,
kind of figured out why.
Ordered a full polybush kit, front and rear, and fitted
Gas Pro Gold coilovers as well, which were highly recommended by a lot of the people on the Owners Club. Yet to try them out, but heard nothing but good things, so fingers crossed. Once it is up and running, I'll get it sort of fine-tuned, get it set how I want it, and then we'll take it for the full alignment. So hopefully it won't be teeth shattering when it's done. I think that basically wraps up. Just to give you a quick run through of the MX5, where it is at the moment. Real good stuff coming up with that. I'm really excited to get it out on the road, especially mapping it with Mark. That's all new to me. I'm really excited to sort of learn how all that works. So we're going to head off up to Liam's to go and see the E36, and I will catch up with you there. We were actually messing around with the launch control not too long ago as well. I'll put a clip of that in as well, just so you can hear what it sounds like, just having a bit of fun. But for those who have been following the MX5 build, that's what's been taking so long. As I said, it went in for a bolt-on supercharger kit, and that is in no way slating the guy I bought it from. It had just come off a Mark II, which I didn't realise. They are completely different fitments, and it also came off a car with power steering, and mine hasn't got power steering, so that's another factor. It was also, relatively speaking, a basic kit. The guy was running it on the standard ECU, no intercooler, standard fueling, everything. And the more I got talking with Mark, he basically convinced me that if you're going to do it properly, because you are risking your engine, so it's just not worth it. So we decided to go the extra mile, and it was only when we started digging further that he realised that it needed bushes, it needed coilovers. It didn't need coilovers, but I wanted coilovers. But like I said, big shout out to Mark in Classic Tune UK. He's really looked after me. Anyway, I'll stop rambling, and I'll meet you at Liam's. So here we are at Liam's house. The weather has certainly taken a turn for the worst, so we'll do this as quick as we can. A little sneak peek of what's coming. But here she is, the girl we've come to see. First things first, let's get her pulled out so we can have a look at her in the light. I kid you not, as soon as I pressed record, it started raining. So luckily we've got this beautiful carport. I should mention, I haven't started the Beamer for a couple of months now, so we're going to give it a go, and fingers crossed to see what happens. And that is why I love this car. And there she is, ladies and gentlemen. This is how she sits at the moment. As you can see, a bit worse for wear. We do have a headlight ready to go on. I was tidying up some wiring. Spare wheel is on. I have put a new tyre on, so the wheel's ready to go on. Rear tyre certainly needs pumping up. But what I'm going to do just for today is give you guys a run through the mod list, and we'll see what she's got. So let's run through all the mods that she's got on her at the moment. I've had to make a list because I always forget one or two things. So it's a 98 E36 323i in Avis Blue. So 323i, it's got the M52 engine. Yes, it is a 2.5, not a 2.3 as some people think. Performance-wise, it's got the M50 intake manifold, along with the remapped ECU, raised rev limiter to 7,200 RPM. Bigger bore throttle body, ASC delete along with the Mishimoto intake elbow, K&M panel filter. It's got a generic strut brace on there. Whether that does anything, I don't know. I just think it makes it look a bit nicer. E36 M3 Evo rear subframe, which houses the 3.23 LSD from the E36 M3 Evo. Custom exhaust from the D-Cat back, so it is D-Catted as well. Z3M short shifter. A couple of cosmetic mods. She is on her winter wheels at the moment, which are staggered set of style 68s. She usually runs on BBS LM replicas. Genuine LTW GT rear wing, again very sought after, very lucky that the previous owner managed to get that. Maxton Design rear diffuser, which really sets the rear end off, good fitment as well. M3 mirrors. Interior wise, I do have a full set of Vaders to go in there, but like I said, they are sat in my living room at the moment, nice and warm and safe until we can get the interior back together. We are changing everything in the interior to black, hence why it is in bits at the moment. With the MX5 and a couple of other things going on, this has been put on the back burner, but like I said, thanks to this channel, thanks to you guys, I am going to sort of pull my finger out and get it sorted. You will see her in her prime once again. She is a completely different animal when she is in her prime. I'll show you what I mean by that. So that about wraps it up for today. Massive shout out to Liam for letting me keep it under this carport. Also been having compliments on the music in the videos that we do. All the music is done by EC Productions. I'll put his link in the description. Again, massive shout out to him for making these videos what they are. And I finally want to give a massive shout out again to Mark at Classic Tune UK. He is on Instagram, so I'll put his details in the description below as well. Any custom work, any modification work, he is your man and he will look after you. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. We have got a very, very entertaining video, more action for you on the next video. So stay tuned for that one and we'll see you then.